It's something you don't see every day. Not a very common stat line, but they were able to notch a few extra base hits yesterday. Now this a dribbler to the middle infield. Kuzak throws it over in time for the first out of the day.
It's a really smart play by Kuzak, not letting it hop one extra time, because if she did, Mikami would have been there easily. So good job taking it on the rise.
That stat line there on your screen. High OPS, over 1 at Mignonimo. Gets it right back to her to corral, and just like that, 2 outs in the top of the first.
Yeah, really good job by Mignonimo getting these two.
To the left fielder who went 2 for 3 yesterday. Had one of those extra base hits with the double and got an RBI, and now grounds this to Hubbard, and a 1-2-3 inning for Mignonimo, and her first inning of work. We'll send it to the Wisconsin side. 2 runs, both earned, and had 13 strikeouts. Looking to get her first of the day here. And does so, gets Giro to swing. They'll throw it around the horn for the first out of the day.
Pretty fired up. I'll tell you, that left center field gap with McFarland and Mikami is going to be tough to drop the ball in.
The grounder and thrown on in time by Woods for the second out.
Quick start to this game. No real.
Here's the 1-2 again. Swing and a miss. Weiss goes 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. And a scoreless first inning for both sides. And senior day here at Goodman Diamond, but before the game started, they also honored the Maryland seniors, as you can see on the screen. Nice there by Wisconsin to pay tribute to that. You don't see that for all the sports, and they gave flowers. And then, of course, Wisconsin celebrating their seniors, all of them.
Oh, but yesterday it wasn't. That was not the story, as she lit up 2 in the first inning. So nice to see her get settled in there in the first, and hopefully for her sake that can carry over to the second, but not a good start.
Yeah, but after the 1-2-3 inning in the first, she and grounds this to Mignonimo, throws it to Kuzak at second, and the throw, Aaron at first base. Able to get the lead runner at second, but unable to turn 2. 6 trying to go 1-6-3, unable to turn it. Wisconsin have turned 23 double plays, and now an opportunity here. Sir Dashney to Hubbard to Blomberg at first, and not in time on the throw to first.
But a good job, though, in the infield by the Badgers. They're making quick turns as well. That
Payoff pitch once more. Blooped and caught by Kuzak as she ranges in the shallow center field. College softball team, Wisconsin, really like the pinstripes. And Wells aboard with the full count walk. Be something to see, especially for Weiss.
Yeah, especially for Weiss.
And Rungup looking, Kuffel down on strikes. Weiss
decides to update it.
And there goes Nevin into second, and gunned down by Reef.
That was a perfect throw. I mean, she didn't even have to move her glove there.
2 outs in the second inning. Deuces wild to Bannon. We're in number 22, and swings and misses. Another strikeout for Weiss. A scoreless second inning following a scoreless first, still no.
Now against Purdue, so if Michigan State wins, that would mean Maryland would also have to win just to keep their season alive.
Strikeout looking, Mignonimo notches a K, her first of the day.
To do damage with.
And she hits this one in the left field, sends Bark a bit to her left. She ranges under to make the catch. And 2 outs to begin the third for Mignonimo. Certainly almost looked like that, but she gets hit on the second pitch and takes her base.
And that's a big deal for Maryland. She is, even if she did step on the foul lines, but we all have our superstitions.
And there's Kuzak under it, and she gets into left center shallow field to make the catch. Almost tumbling down, but secures it. And for her 5th strikeout on the 0-2. Bark sends it into right field, and it'll get down for a hit. The first hit of the day goes to Olivia Bark. And the Badgers get the leadoff runner aboard.
Yeah, great job by Bark, just kind of sticking the bat out there. And
hasn't been caught this season. And there Hubbard lays down the bunt. So the first gets Hubbard, but a successful sacrifice as Bark advances to second base.
Yeah.
Going to take their first lead of the series. Full count, Sardashni splits the middle. Bark around third. She heads home. She's in. And the Badgers are up 1-0 on the RBI single from Sardashni.
Yeah, we mentioned it. She had Weish's number on Friday night. Pretty much the only hitter that did have Weish's number. And the senior sets the tone for the Badgers on senior day.
Just had that one with the eyes getting right by Runyon. Made a nice diving effort, but just beyond her reach. Turns the lineup back over to Girardeau. And Sardashni on. Nice. A few seconds, and here comes the payoff pitch. And a walk. Girardeau takes first. O'Brien advances to second with one out. And Ava 3-2, 2 runners on, 1 out. Swing and a miss from Kuzak.
Blew it right by her, as she's done with pretty much every hitter she's struck out so far today, just so far this afternoon.
Blomberg sends this high and towering into center field, where McFarland has to come in to make the catch. Weish gets out of the inning, but gives up a run. The Badgers. McFarland leads off the inning, and the first pitch swing right at Bannon in center field. Just has to inch in a few feet. And one pitch, 1 out to be one, heading to the bottom of the 7th. And Lewis sends this one on a line in a center field for Maryland's first base hit of the day. And another single for Sydney Lewis. The 0-1 pitch. Hit to Sardashni, who tries to make the diving stop, but splits Kuzak and Sardashni for another single. 2-0 to Sardashni at the hot corner. She'll tag third herself. And nice play by Sardashni there with the heat. And goes the short route. No throw needed.
Yeah, what a play there by Sardashni, saving at least 1 run and getting an out, the force out there at third base. Been a great start to the game for her.
Here's Runyon, swings it, Mignonimo will let it go. Kuzak racing in, throws it over to first, and safe. An infield single for Runyon, a close one there.
Maybe would like to see a replay on that one. It was pretty much a bang-bang play. The tie does go to the runner, but a good effort by both Kuzak.
Michigan State an out away from securing the win at Purdue. 1-1 from Mignonimo here in Madison, and roped in the left field on a line drive. Here's the throw to the plate, cut off by Sardashni, but not able to get it cleanly. And Maryland, they score 2 to take the lead.
Sammy Woods there, great piece of hitting, pulling that ball into left field, scoring 2 runs there, bouncing back from that strikeout she suffered in her first at-bat, picking up her 9th and 10th RBIs on the season. And after the Badgers broke things open in the bottom of the 3rd.
And the comeback to Mignonimo hard, throws on the first to retire this side. Maryland, they scored 2 after getting their first 4 hits of the game. They leave 2 on, and now Wisconsin will look for the response with Wells, Cuffle, and Bannon due up. Both teams were 0-3 against Northwestern, so you go past that. Now 1-2 pitch to Wells, swing and a miss. Strikeout from Weish. Maryland didn't play Michigan, so regardless in which order Northwestern and Michigan finish,
It'll be interesting to see if they expand it maybe to 14 or 15.
Like basketball for the women's men's side. Will now both have 3 odd ones out, and another strikeout from Weish for the bottom of the 4th.
From Weish, and it's interesting, she throws the ball so fast, and that curveball's got to seem like such a huge velocity difference.
And she does. 1-2-3 inning for Weish. The order goes down, striking out. Out to Kuzak at short in the 1st. And she grounds this one to Hubbard at second. Easy play for Hubbard, and 1 out to begin the 5th for Mignonimo. McFarland hits this one high beyond the infield in foul territory, and Hubbard ranges over to make the catch.
Good job there by Hubbard, taking charge there. as a little bit good communication there from Lucy, Hubbard, and Blomberg.
And she splits the infield there between Blomberg and Hubbard for a single.
Yeah, the transfer from Utah State with her pitches. Manana more finesse once looking for balls to be put in play.
And strikeout looking, delivered by Manyanamo, sends Lewis down. Build on.
They did have some close games early in the season with some really good opponents. They played I thought, a very tough strength of schedule in the non-conference.
Bark again getting aboard with a single as she split this one up the middle. And they are on. Showing bunt again, Hubbard, and she does her job again. Her second sacrifice bunt of the day advances Bark.
Yeah, it'll go as down as an out in the scorebook, but she's had 2 really quality bunts.
And she tries to split the third in shortstop, and no throw over the first, an infield single for Serdashny on the no throw.
Yeah, great job by Serdashny there.
And she hits this one into right field. Racing back is McFarlane, who makes the catch. Bark will tag up the third. Serdashny stays at first. So Girardeau able to advance a runner to third. And hit right up the middle. And tagging second herself is Woods to get Weish and Maryland out of the inning. Wisconsin strands runners on the corners.
Would love to provide a little bit of breathing room for Courtney Weish.
And it's this one on the line to left field, aboard with a leadoff single.
Her and Lewis, both their singles, this is Diamond Williams.
And she hits this one at Kuzak. She'll flip it to Hubbard at first, and the throw to first off the mark. And now Jones advances to second, so that was Hubbard.
And alive.
And she hits this to Serdashny, trying to backhand it. Gets it, throws it to first, gets the out there. Now trying to throw it over to third. Gets the runner at first. Or no.
I thought Serdashny got her. I thought
Blomberg
did cause this play to be very tight.
Yeah, she looks like she did get in there.
Good job by Runyon. That's her second time beating out a throw at first base.
And now hitting to right field. Here comes a charging Kuffel. She'll throw it home to the plate and gets the runner in Wood. A nice throw by Kuffel, getting Woods on the
Amy Wells.
Able to get right under that. And Wisconsin out of the inning thanks to Brooke Kuffel nagging Michaela Jones.
Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year last season, but people forget she was also the Defensive Player of the Year.
A line drive gets down for hit. Blomberg turns to second, and she's in there with a stand-up leadoff double to begin the bottom of the sixth.
And she just broke the record for freshman doubles in a season.
Putting down bunt, Wells, throw to first, gets Wells, but advances Miller to third.
Didn't know if she put the ball in play there or not, but a good sacrifice bunt there from Emmy Wells, as we said, known for her power. But
so the hitters count with the 3-1. Kuffel hits this one in the right field. Maybe they catches McFarlane. Here comes Miller to the plate. She'll be safe, and the game is tied.
Good job there by Brooke Kuffel coming through with an RBI after that great play in the top of the sixth inning, saving a run. Also a good piece of hitting, but Maisie McFarlane doing a nice job at least securing one out there on that play.
So an RBI for Kuffel after saving a run in the top of the inning. This throw, though, to McFarlane, she didn't get that nice jump under it as she had to go back to make the catch. Not really any chance there for her to make the throw. So back here, 2-2, 2 outs to Bannon. Swings and a strikeout delivered by Weish. Her ninth put up on the day. Wisconsin, though, they score a run. They tied the game. Ready to turn it over to Megan McCamey, who waits on deck, and now the payoff pitch. And Reef stepped back, but now she takes her base. 1-1. And there it goes Godfrey, the throw over to second. In time, got her. Wells able to get Godfrey at second.
Yeah, great play there by Emmy Wells and Ava Cusack.
Now a 1-2 count. Popped up. In the infield for Sir Dashni. Makami goes down. And now McFarland up to the plate. So Maryland, a runner on board with no outs.
21, Big Ten, all Big Ten first team in 2022.
And a self put out there at first base, Miller, and at first for Blomberg. She tags first unassisted. And Wisconsin, they head to the bottom of the seventh with a chance to win it.
63 and a third innings pitched.
And Bark takes first base. Leads off the inning with a walk. And Hubbard to the plate. The 1-0. Hubbard lays down the bunt. Third baseman and Jones throws it on the first. In time to get Hubbard, but the sacrifice successful for the third time today.
History to ever do that.
Comes the 1-1 to Sir Dashni, who hits this one into left field. Makami coming in a bit to make the catch, and 2 outs now.
Yeah, they'd love to get a good little ending before that.
And it pops up into center field. McFarland under it. We have extra innings at Goodman Diamond. That last spot in the Big Ten tournament yet to be secured by Maryland or Michigan State. 2-1 now from Nyanamo to McFarlane. McFarlane splits Sir Dashni and Kuzak for a base hit to begin the 8th.
Yeah, back-to-back singles for. It's paid off well for both of them.
And a hard one hit to Miller, who subbed in at first, able to tag first. McFarlane advances to second.
Yeah, good job by Miller. I know.
And getting and ringing up Williams. She did go, says third base umpire John Schaefer.
Yeah, Diamond Williams didn't think so. Didn't think she went all the way. Yeah, Michaela Jones.
And she hits with one into right center field. Bannon trying to dive for it, out of her reach. The throw to first, trying to tag her out at first. Jones gets back safely, but a run across the score. Maryland takes the lead. An RBI single for Jones, and they're out ahead 3-2 in the 8th.
Yeah, it's not always pretty. Michaela Jones just found a little gap there in right center field. That bloop single just found its way into some grass out of the diving reach of Peyton Bannon, and 23rd RBI on the season for the
Jones at home plate, and then to look at the RBI sacrifice later in the inning, and now line drive to Kuzak. Maryland, they go up 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Wisconsin strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits. And now Kuzak hits this into the right center field gap. She'll round first, she heads to second, and in there safely for a leadoff double.
Great piece of hitting there by Ava Cusack, and advantage right away.
The 1-1. Blomberg hits it into right field. Kuzak, she had the stop sign, and she'll be safe at the plate. The throw was in time, but she's safe at the plate. Blomberg goes into second, and the game is tied in the 8th.
What a bang play there, and kind of the slide off to the side there from Ava Cusack, or else she would have gotten tagged out, and got the stop sign from Yvette Healy. Imagine she would have been pretty disappointed if she was called out, but Cusack made it worth it there, and Blomberg reaching second after the. Yeah, walk would definitely not be the worst thing ever, especially with the power she possesses, and that's what they do.
And that brings up Kuffel, who tied the game.
Shear can pretty much pitch anything she wants.
Comes the 0-2 to Kuffel. She grounds this to the hot corner, might be 2 to throw over in time. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Of the other-handed pitchers.
Bannon hits this one in the deep left center field, but ranging back is McFarland at the wall to make the catch. The game is saved, and we'll head to the 9th inning with McFarland making a great catch to keep the game tied. Maryland stays alive.
As Weiss ended after 7.
So here's Sammy Woods to lead off the 9th inning. Bannon right under it to make the catch on the first pitch. And she hits this one in the right field. And 2 pitches, 2 outs for Manyanamo, Wisconsin in the 9th.
Yeah, 2 just routine fly balls for both Bannon and Kuffel, who are locked down at their respective positions. And fans getting their money's worth today at Goodman Diamond.
And she takes her base. McCamey aboard on the walk. And hits this one past a lunging Serdashny. Aboard with a single. Runners on first and second for Maryland.
Yeah, and those 1-2 hitters, McCamey and McFarland, haven't done much so far today, but.
And line up the middle. Bannon fields it. She'll throw it home. Here's the play at the plate. Wells applies the tag. Safe. McCamey safe at the plate. And Maryland goes up 4-3.
Wow, just like that. It was 2 pitches, 2 outs to start the inning for Wisconsin. But here comes the top of the order, doing what they've done all year, carrying this Maryland offense, and McCamey just beats out the throw from Bannon, which was a pretty good throw, especially trying to get just a runner with the speed that McCamey has in her first 2 at-bats, extending what was an impressive performance from yesterday, but it's been quiet now.
And nabbed there at first base by Bark to get Wisconsin out of the inning. Maryland, they go up 4-3. Play for Wisconsin. Nagging him Terrapin, and now this up the middle, and it'll be a single for Bark.
Yeah, 7-8-9 to start the inning for Wisconsin, but
sacrifice bunt here, and yep, there it goes. Lays down the bunt. Bark getting the second. Another successful sacrifice bunt for Ellie Hubbard. 4 plate appearances today and 4 successful. Single in the 5th, fly out in the 7th. Loops this one in the infield, and 2 outs now. Maryland and out away.
Yeah, just got Jim there, popped that one right up.
Here comes the 2-2. And Girardeau pops this one into center field. McFarland under it. Maryland sweeps Wisconsin. They win today in extras at a final of 4-3. They're heading to Iowa for the Big Ten tournament as the 12th seed.
Yeah, just what an impressive weekend from Lauren Karn's group. Knew there was a lot of pressure coming in on the road against a Wisconsin team that's been playing pretty well in the back half of the season. Knew they needed to possibly win all 3 to get themselves just into the Big Ten tournament, and they did just that. Only 3 road wins in conference coming into the weekend, and they picked up another 3 road wins here in Madison.
They kept inching back ahead over Wisconsin, coming all the way here into the 9th inning, so 2 innings of extra. Scherer getting the win after she came in for relief of Booker